As the Australian end of financial year approaches, small business owners face a familiar ritual, staring down a mountain of unsorted receipts, spreadsheets, and deadlines. Artificial intelligence promises to solve this by acting as a tireless assistant that can instantly organize the chaos and calculate tax obligations. But large language models have a structural flaw when it comes to taxes. They are probabilistic. When you feed them data, they don't calculate a single definitive answer. They guess the most likely next word, branching out to generate creative variations. For a sole trader, this introduces real risk. A model might invent a fake tax deduction or leak personal information into a public training pool. When you are legally accountable to the Australian Taxation Office, an AI's creativity is a severe liability. Maintaining control requires trapping this technology inside strict, heavy boundaries. TillYes uses an architecture built on 5 core standards of data privacy and quality. This involves deterministic engineering, applying unyielding software rules that the AI physically cannot bypass. Forcing the AI through this architecture allows you to use its processing power without surrendering control over the final numbers. The first layer of defense controls exactly what the system is permitted to observe. It begins with a client-side sandbox. You can run a complete tax estimate directly in your own browser, meaning the calculations happen locally before any data is sent to a server. When you upload a document, a regex preprocessor intercepts the file. It scans for phone numbers, emails, and 9-digit Australian tax file numbers and redacts them before the AI model ever receives the prompt. This scrubbed data is then routed through an enterprise-grade gateway locked to the Sydney region. This bypasses public consumer APIs and ensures that taxpayer information never leaves Australian soil. Because this isolation layer makes the model blind to your identity, the threat of a sensitive data leak is neutralized before analysis begins. But how do you stop an AI from hallucinating a deduction? The system hard codes a strict constraint. Dialing mathematical variance to 0.0 removes the AI's ability to drift, ensuring identical categories. Instead of relying on memory, the system dynamically injects ATO legislation, grounding categorizations in current tax rules. Strict JSON schemas then evaluate the result. If the system suggests a category that isn't on the pre-approved whitelist, it is rejected and flagged for human review. These constraints reduce the AI to a pure, compliant processing engine. While the AI sorts INADA, human tax laws are handled by absolute deterministic tripwires. Known merchants like Officeworks bypass the AI entirely. The system uses a rules-first match to ensure 100% consistency for common business expenses. To prevent double-claiming, the engine checks your profile against the active financial year rates. If you use the cents per kilometer method, the system overrides any individual fuel claims, automatically setting them to 0 to keep your return compliant. The system also uses MD5 hashing to deduplicate every transaction. If you upload overlapping bank statements, the duplicates are identified and filtered out before they reach your records. In this pipeline, human-engineered rules possess the ultimate veto power over the AI. TillYes functions as a rules-based architecture designed specifically to secure financial records. The final safeguard is the cascading purge. Deleting a statement triggers a pipeline that destroys all database entries and the raw storage files simultaneously. This ensures that once a file is removed, it leaves absolutely 0 digital footprint on the server. Utilizing advanced processing no longer requires a small business to be at the mercy of a machine. By combining local data routing with strict engineering, Australian taxpayers can achieve maximum efficiency while retaining sovereignty over their financial data. The TillYes Pilot Program is live. Join today to take control of your financial year.